All right, welcome into another episode of the Mind Shuttle Podcast. I'm your host, Ronan Glenn. Got Jake Glenn, Logan Peterson with me.
Back at it again.
How's it going?
Heck yeah. Episode 3. This time we're going to be covering conspiracies. It's a topic that suits our podcast, I'd say.
Yep.
Tons of different conspiracies, but today we just focused on like a few.
Yep. So on the docket for today, just so you guys know, we're going to be talking about the recent monolith. Is that what?
Yep.
Okay.
That is the one.
Kept on messing up the word. Just want to make sure I said it right. Those things that have been popping up around the world. We got simulation theory.
It's a good one. That's a juicy one.
Yep. The New World Order and the JFK Assassination. So we got some good stuff coming to you guys today. Starting off with the monolith stuff. You could hop right in.
Got some information about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the monoliths, they've been appearing all over the world randomly, and nobody really knows where they've come from.
Right.
But people are suspecting aliens. I guess I don't know why that's their first thought.
I think that's the first thought with anything like that, though.
We could just be getting trolled by like.
That's what I was thinking too. It could just be some like YouTuber or something, just,
Right.
like, planting these
Mr.
things.
Beast.
But they're like
Yeah,
honestly, he could probably get it done, but
Yeah, he could.
But they're like so far. Like the first one was in Utah, and now they're in like Belgium and wait, where are the rest of them?
So is it the same
Britain?
one?
There's no
Or
way.
is it, so they look
I
different?
think they even like look a little different, to
Okay.
be honest,
Yeah.
which is a little sus.
Because I feel like I saw a picture and they looked a little different, but
I
they
had,
weren't there before,
no.
and now they are.
And one of them, I know the one in Utah disappeared, just randomly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was the one in Utah. It
Yeah.
just like vanished, and they have absolutely no clue where it went. But it might be back. I don't really know.
Probably some like teenage kids just went and took
You
it from
see
the
them like
like,
sprinting
they're
with
like,
on their
they're like
shoulders.
giant metal things. Though, so I don't know.
That's
crazy.
true.
What are they even made of? Do we
Carry
know?
those around. I don't know.
I don't know
sure.
if anyone's like tested.
Seems
that,
like a
but-
pretty heavy thing for it to
They're
just be
pretty-
able to stay there like that.
Mhm.
I've
Like
seen
steel or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the Utah desert, why?
And I
I
could
don't
see
know
why
about
they would
that.
think it's
Utah seems like a cool
It
place.
says silver.
Silver.
Maybe that's just
What?
that might
Oh,
just be
just
the
the
color.
color.
The
Though.
color.
But yeah, like I don't know if you guys have seen the show Ancient Aliens. They like do a bunch of stuff where they look at like old civilizations and how like aliens might have helped them progress with like engineering and stuff.
Like the Egyptians, I'm sure that's huge with the Egyptian
that
stuff.
kind of stuff. So yeah, they'll pretty much just like teach them these techniques and like there's like a bunch of weird patterns that'll show up and stuff, like in like
So
fields,
think it's-
Yeah,
photos and
yeah.
stuff.
I've seen
But yeah,
it.
that kind of thing. So
So you
I don't know,
think it's
it's
just
possible.
another one of those phenomena?
could be. You never know. You never know.
Trying to tell us something.
So
Or they're extracting our data, like a
from the Earth.
USB. It's like a
Just
USB.
downloading the
yeah.
I did have a
God.
theory about this, and that was that they're putting them all over the world. So I'm thinking like, why do they all need to be like, I don't know, kind of like facing in towards each other?
Mhm.
So what if it's just like a giant like bomb that we just don't understand?
What?
Imagine.
What if they
As
all like
soon as-
line up or something, like
I-
on different sides of the earth,
yeah.
like a laser or something? I don't know.
Yeah, all the coordinates
Or
probably
bomb.
have something to do with each other, right? Someone's got to get on that.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Something that's kind of tied into this is, I know really pretty recently, the Israeli space chief announced that aliens exist and Trump knows about them. Claims
yeah.
former Israeli space chief.
Space
I don't know how
chief.
reputable like they are. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure about that, but and he also said that aliens will remain hidden until humanity is ready. So I don't know what that means.
Until we're ready.
We're never going to be ready.
Based on the way 2020 is going, we're not going to be ready for a little bit. So
Probably not.
By the end of our lifetime,
Well,
maybe.
Like, imagine that. Like, nobody would think that something like that would happen. Like, we would be exposed to aliens. Like,
And it's, like, pretty much
it's always in the
confirmed.
back of your head,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you really don't think it's gonna happen.
That'd be insane.
So, like, if they just showed up and was like, "What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be
insane.
that would be something else, dude. I'm just maybe some other people will come forward now that he came out and
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that have come out and said stuff, but like
People just think they're
it
crazy.
either gets covered up because no one obviously like the government wouldn't want people to know, but
Yeah, exactly.
so it's either gets covered up or it just fizzles out because people realize how like
Because they don't want to cause panic.
right.
Right. So.
Hopefully, yeah. I feel like, I mean, there's only two things that could happen, but either this is going to blow up and it's going to be something way bigger, which that would be kind of cool, if it's not, like, terrible for humanity.
Not literally blow up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like what you were saying before.
Maybe, but, like, we'll see. And, or it might just, like, fizzle out and just, like, kind of, everyone will start forgetting about it.
Yeah.
I feel like stuff like that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
The news cycle.
You never know.
Everything just goes away eventually.
Yeah. It is sad. Alright.
All
We're
right.
going to move on to topic number 2.
Yeah.
Conspiracy number 2.
All right. Who's going first? Who wants to go first?
I mean, I guess I could start mine.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll start with the JFK assassination and different ways you could look at it with the conspiracies going on there. So, as we know, JFK was killed in 1963 by Lee Harvey Oswald. And there are a lot of, like, reports that say, oh, like, how many gunshots were fired and all that, and, like, what direction they came from. So Lee Harvey was, like, stationed on the 6th floor of, like, some building in Texas or whatever. And so pretty much it was said that he was, like, the sole person who did the shooting. But in the video you see, like, the angle at which he shot, it hit Kennedy and then the guy in front of him, John Connally. And you can see in the video, like, there's a slight, like, they like hit at the same time, right? They were both hit at the same time, which would mean that it had to be a single bullet, because there's no way he could have fired two in that short amount of time.
Sure.
In, like, the slight gap that there is between they get hit or whatever. So that would pretty much prove that there's either two shooters, which has not been, like no one even, like, knows who else it could be or whatever. And if it was Lee Harvey Oswald, that bullet has got some, like, magical powers.
Yeah,
two people get hit
like,
at the same time.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if the second person got hit.
And, like,
yeah, you got
if
hit, like,
look,
the shoulder, I think it was.
Yeah, like, went through his rib.
Oh, okay,
Did
that's what it was.
Did he live?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. So pretty much, like,
Collapse.
the bullet path.
I'm sorry.
Like, the bullet path, there's, like, a diagram of it. It, like, goes through, like, JFK's neck, and then goes down, and then goes back up, and then goes down again, like... So
Physics.
It's called,
really
it's called the magic bullet theory. So...
Interesting.
I don't see how that would happen.
And they've done, like, documentaries on it and stuff.
I feel like
it
I've seen
technically is possible, but it's very unlikely.
So, like, what? It's like when it goes into him, it changes its angle.
changes
I mean,
angles
I know
down.
stuff can redirect. Like, if you shoot it into, I don't know, like a bunch of books or something, like, it could redirect. But I don't know if a human would do that, just because we're a lot softer.
Right. Yeah, the tissue's just like...
Yeah, and it was a high caliber.
So it should just go straight through.
Yeah, and the fact that it could still have enough, like, that it could change its momentum and then have enough power to go back down.
True.
Like, it's crazy. So, honestly, I have no idea where I would stand on that. What do you guys think? Do you think, like, there could be another gunman or something?
I would not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, okay. What if they had a second gunman to shoot JFK, but he just missed? Just in case one of them missed?
Mm-hmm. That's
the
possible.
thing is...
And he happened to hit that guy? I don't know.
Like, the precision you would have to have on that to, like, have two people fire at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty
Because
cool.
I think they only heard, like, one bullet. Like,
I mean,
one
they
gunshot.
could have easily been on, like,
reported.
Well, I mean, maybe not a phone
Really?
call, but...
Three of them are reported,
Three
but I don't
bullets?
know if they recovered all the bullets, because they can find the bullets, like, obviously. Like, when they land, they can find them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they ever found all three, but pretty crazy. So the other way you could look at this is, like, who, like what was his motive, like Lee Harvey Oswald to kill JFK, because, like, we still don't know. Apparently, this is crazy. Apparently, he met with what was it, like, an officer in the KGB, which is like the FBI in Russia. He met with, like, an assassinations officer in Mexico, like, a few days before. Like,
So,
Lee
like,
Harvey Oswald did. Apparently.
So-
that's been, like, apparently debunked or something, like, or, like, people have said, oh, no, it didn't happen.
So you're saying it could have been set up by a different country?
Yeah, by Russia, because, well, the USSR, because they didn't like JFK at all, because he had a bunch of, like, domestic policies to stop the spread of communism, which they wanted to happen in Western civilization.
Right.
And he...
Also, they're pretty pissed about the whole moon thing.
Yeah, the space race and the
Salty.
nuclear arms race. And also the Cuban Missile Crisis, which goes the Cold War. Yeah.
All of those things that we just mentioned have conspiracies to them too.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So-
crazy.
Conspiracy to
There's just so much that isn't released to the public knowledge.
See, I just don't get why that's like a thing. Like, you should be able to access any information that's happened. Obviously, there's gonna be people that like lie about information, but like, if something's published and like said, like, I feel like I should be able to access it over.
Yeah. Well, because if
That
we
would be
did
fair.
find out like the true cause, it could cause another war, which
True.
we wouldn't want to happen.
That's true.
And with these like intelligence like organizations like the FBI, they're not going to release stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. Well, people even said the FBI might have started it or something, because people look at it the other way, and that JFK, like on camera, he was like, oh yeah, like communism, like we're not having that here, like at all. But like people also say that he was like interested in the idea, which is like kind of scary.
It is scary.
So they like shut him down before.
So they're
Yeah, 'cause
like,
what if
yeah,
he-
let's just not.
Because he was like in his second or third, or maybe it was his third year or something, presidency.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
wasn't
know
in there
exactly
for
when he was elected,
too
but
long.
yeah, it wasn't too long, but just imagine like he stayed through like 2 terms and then like just totally like turned like the U.S. in some like horrible way. I don't know.
Oh my God.
We'll never know, but
And then everyone would be thanking Lee
yeah.
after
But
that
it's-
one.
I mean, America we loved JFK, so
Yeah.
he's a young guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
People could really connect with him. And
Maybe they thought it would be too hard for the public to like realize that he wasn't a good
True.
guy.
yeah.
And they're like, all right, we
You gotta
gotta
take
do this in some weird way.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you got assassinated.
Yeah, I feel like there's like limitless amount of theories that you can make for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
Well, I don't
because.
think we'll ever know, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just so like no one directly saw like anyone shoot
Yeah,
or
nobody
like
really
they
no one-
heard like noises, but no one saw anyone shoot
it's
or see
also-
people like run away.
It's also really
But-
mixed because some people heard like 1 bullet, some people heard 3.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
So unreliable.
Yeah.
False memories.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also to go with that, I think recently Trump he's gonna like release some of the JFK assassination files. I don't think like people have reviewed it. I don't think anything came of it, but
Mhm.
it's pretty cool. That
Yeah, at least
Still-
we're getting a little knowledge
still
out
looking
there.
into it. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's about all I have.
Nice.
That was interesting. Well, there's a ton
Yeah.
of theories around that.
Yeah, there are. I think it was the 1 bullet. I still don't know how that bullet would do
Yeah.
it, but I think it would just be so hard for like 2 people to be coordinated
Yeah.
in such a way.
And it had to be the 1 bullet because he couldn't have shot those like 2 alone. He
Yeah.
hit 2 people.
Yeah.
Were they from different angles? The bullets?
So, like some people said they heard it from like
Different areas?
2 different places, but
It could have
nothing's
been
been
like an
confirmed.
echo off of a building.
Yeah.
or something,
Exactly,
too.
that's the other thing.
Well, if you look at the footage, like the place that they are is like kind of crowded with buildings, so it would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think we'll ever really know the full
Never.
extent of it, unless this is the full extent. Oswald was just kind of
He just
crazy
wanted
and
to.
just wanted to.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
I still
probably
don't know
all.
his motive. Like
but-
I couldn't find anything about it. But
Hey, psychos are psychos, man.
yeah, I guess
Don't know
so.
anything about it.
All right, so that wraps up that one.
Yeah.
We
That's
good?
about it.
We good? All right, so we're gonna cut to another commercial break here. Hope you guys take a look at this one.
It's a good
Oh
one.
yeah.
It's a good one.
Today's sponsor of the Mind Shuttle Podcast will be the Mind Shuttle Podcast. A little bit of a self-plug, but you gotta do it sometimes. Here to say that we're gonna be pumping out weekly content on this channel, weekly podcasts. We'd love to hear in the comments from you guys saying what you would like us to discuss, and maybe something we could do better for the future. Also, do not forget to drop a like on this video and the past videos. Subscribe, share the video if you found it entertaining. And let's just see where this Mind Shuttle will take us. Alright guys, and we're back. We got some more conspiracies on the way for you. Hope you guys enjoyed that advertisement. I'm gonna start us off here, boys. We got the New World Order, better known as the NWO. It's not the wrestling thing. Hulk Hogan is not involved, I don't think. But
at least that we know of.
The leader of the whole thing.
Yeah, he very well could be.
Conspiracy.
Just a little Easter egg in there.
All right, so basically what it is, it's thought to be a small group of people that's like controlling the world pretty much, and like they want to take over and create this race that create this world that they want. Or I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's thought to be that, and like politicians are like puppets for them and all this other stuff. So there's two theories kind of that branch off of it. It's that either reptilian people are the people that are at the top of this thing, because for some reason
we love our reptiles.
For some reason alien reptiles are just
It'd be kind of cool.
Thought to be, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh my god.
If you're listening, which you probably are. And then the other one is rich families, like the Rockefellers and all them. That,
okay. Gotcha.
Like the royal family, all those kind of things that have more of a, I think that's more realistic view on it. So there's many theories that are stemmed off the NWO. Like most conspiracy theories have some kind of relation back to the NWO. So like
the Illuminati.
The Illuminati,
yeah.
yes.
Kinda
The Illuminati is said to work with like the NWO or work.
Well, I mean, I guess the Illuminati could technically be the NWO.
They could be that.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, but there's also links to 2020. Like this isn't just like something that it's always happening, and there's always people making new conspiracies.
Of course.
Because it's like this whole regime that's hidden from us, I guess. So a lot of it has to do with like COVID and like how COVID's fake, and that the vaccine that they're releasing is fake.
Like
so that they're gonna be like drugging us. So we're like,
oh my,
like docile. Is that what it is? The word?
Docile.
Docile. That's what it is. So we're all like,
yeah,
under their
just kind of do whatever they want to us, I guess. So yeah, if you guys look into that, that stuff is pretty weird.
How dare you?
Sorry for this.
I did hear there was a bunch of weird stuff in the COVID vaccine that like people are just like, what? Like,
what's up with this?
But I don't know. I haven't really looked into that.
There's also other this really just covers everything, which is kind of really hard to talk about. People think that governmental plans like fascism and communism are directly from the NWO.
It's like their plan.
Trying to because you got one leader at the top that says what goes in those kind of situations, and that's what they need for them to control. But yeah, like everyone's pretty much thought to be in it, like banks, like the major banks, like even people in like the education system. People are thinking that education is being worse and worse throughout the years. It's making us dumber throughout the years. More dumb, probably is the right word to say there. Yeah, so the government, media, pretty much everything. It's a pretty scary concept, and I really don't want it to happen. If there's just this whole alien regime.
But we would never know until it's already over.
Exactly. Which is the scary part.
Yeah. Well, if they do it right, they could maybe expose themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, like, this is like entirely realistic because
it could.
People are like super greedy.
Yeah.
And
it is. It's
might
really
be just a group of people that are like, all right.
If they're powerful enough, they could
happening.
do it. Yeah. Just based off of how the world is.
Yeah, it's like with a lot of things like that. Like even war creates a lot of revenue. Like what's his name, Henry Ford. like he was creating tanks for the U.S. and for like Germany.
Oh, really?
Like
I
during
didn't
World
know
War
that.
II or
Snake.
I forget exactly. Yeah, it's just things like that. Like, it's so immoral. Yeah, it makes people money, so they don't
So
care.
they'll do it.
Yeah, and they'll do it. It's messed up.
So hopefully there's no New World Order out there, guys.
If anyone wants to see any reptile people coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of like weird videos of like reptile coming on camera. Like Miley Cyrus is like a reptile.
Or, like their eyes do
And
some
like
weird
Zuckerberg,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like a new one with like Charlie D'Amelio or something. It's like
She's
a
a
reptile apparently.
Oh, I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is at the top of a world power thing, and that's social media.
Yeah.
Right now, at
Almost
least.
100 million.
It's gaining control over everything.
Oh my god.
You
Did
know
you guys
how-
see that thing
you
where
know-
it's like PewDiePie took like 10 plus years of hard work to
Yeah.
get to
Oh, yeah,
10
I
mil
saw that.
subs?
It took a year.
Or
100 mil
100
subs.
Yeah.
And she took like a year just dancing on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, YouTube subs are more valuable. So,
They are much more valuable. That's true.
but yeah.
But if
It's
you
pretty
have 100
crazy.
million anywhere,
Yeah,
You get
100
some
million
money.
people is a lot of people,
it is a
regardless.
lot.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me on that one. You guys got any questions?
Um,
What would you guys do if you were if you found out right now, if we got a notification
It's like, all right, we
saying,
took-
dude, there's some people trying to
take over the
take
world.
over the world.
Well,
But the thing is,
it depends who. It depends who's like part of
Yeah.
that group.
if
Right.
it was like,
Because if it's like the military, then like
Yeah,
we can't do anything
exactly.
about that. We can't do much anyway.
if it's just like a bunch of old white rich people, then like
I mean, we get like the American people together, unite
Yeah.
for a main cause,
go.
fight the
Take 'em down.
reptiles. 2020 reptile fight.
it's happening.
Just exterminate.
Put it on the
It's the start of
Logan
2020.
Paul, Floyd Mayweather
Oh my
card.
god.
Aliens versus humans.
Aliens versus humans.
Oh my god. It's crazy though.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's crazy, and
So,
there's a lot of stuff with
It's
it.
linked to like the Illuminati and all that.
It's,
Like,
li-
what's the
it's linked to
difference? Is it,
literally
like-
everything. Like conspiracies are linked to. Like I
Yeah.
swear, when I was doing my research, is linked to
I could-
everything.
I could see how it could be
Yeah.
related to like.
Because it's
simulation
like,
theory.
oh, the government's trying to do this, but the government would just be the New World Order,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So like,
See.
what even is like the purpose of the Illuminati? Because I know they're like trying to overthrow the
No,
government.
I
Kind
know,
of
like,
thing, right?
I think what they do is like just kind of without our knowledge, like embed stuff.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
our
that's
head.
exactly
Oh,
what
that's
it
the-
is.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, it's,
people are
they
saying
plan
that-
it out, and they
Yeah,
like.
people are saying that's why they have like the triangle on the on like the dollar
On the
bill
dollar.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just because it's something you see like pretty often.
hmm
So people are
Yeah, it's like mind
Kind of
control
like
kind of thing.
subconscious kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So.
you don't notice it, but
Yeah.
you're getting brainwashed.
That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely want to look into that. Cause like I've looked at some articles on it, but it's been a while,
Mhm.
so I
Yeah.
don't really remember a lot about it.
It's such a meme too. So
It is a
it's,
meme,
Like,
it's a
hard
meme
to take it
doll.
seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
All right, I think that's gonna be good for that one.
yeah.
So Jake,
Simulation theory.
you got the last one here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Big fan of this.
I like this. I like talking about this.
Yeah,
stuff.
there's a
Yeah, this
lot.
one's-
There's a lot that
it's
goes
crazy.
into this.
All right.
I hopefully have enough.
Strap in, guys.
To cover it. All right. So simulation theory. It's just basically that we're living in a simulation. Obviously, I feel like everyone's heard of this at least
Yeah.
once, and we'd be like run by much more intelligent species, kind of. Like
Mhm.
it would be like us trying to like if we try communicating with them, it's like us trying to communicate with an ant, like that kind.
It's just
That's the
not-
comparison that I
yeah.
see a lot.
Oh, okay.
Where like us trying to like tell an ant about her day would just be
Talking
stupid.
to no one.
because they
Right.
wouldn't understand because they,
Yeah.
they do ant stuff and they do human stuff. So like maybe they're like on a whole new scale
Mhm.
of like
Mhm.
doing stuff that like they're like so
That we can
they
never
just
understand.
look
yeah.
down on us.
What kind of
pretty much.
communication would they even like possess? Like it's just so.
Tele-
True,
Telepathic?
Yeah,
Like- Something like
'cause
that,
ants just communicate like. I
Their
don't know, they
antennas.
just they just like touch each other. They just fondle each other's antennas. So like, what would the next step be? Like just like telepathy or something?
Yeah, probably. It'd probably be either telepathy or like
Something we can't even
a
comprehend. probably.
unified like intelligence, I guess.
Yeah.
So like if
Everyone's-
if
yeah.
us three were here and I learned something, you would
Yeah, I
just
would
know
learn.
it.
Wow,
We're all
that'd be-
connected.
that'd
Like
be insane.
it's like that episode of Rick and Morty, like on
Yeah.
the planet that's
Rick
like
and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Assimilation.
Yeah.
But there is actually some stuff that kind of like doesn't prove it, but like it makes it a little more convincing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is like climate change. You know, that whole topic, we've talked about it a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oceans episode, go check it out.
Oh yeah.
Fascinating. So supposedly that's just like a test to our species to see if we could get past. All right, so say we're in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a level.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's how I saw like people describe it. So it'd be like I'll probably refer to the video game thing a lot because like that's
that's
it's
the closest thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so people think it might just be like a test to see if we're like good enough to like kind of get through. It's some sort of way of filtering that scientists think that they might have a thing for. I don't know.
Wow. so they're testing us to see if we can actually combat.
There's more than just that though. There's like a whole black hole thing that like might be another test that we have to go through in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And
like exploring a black hole or
no, just like trying not to die to one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how we would get around that, but maybe like far in the future, you know, technology.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what's another thing here? So like, okay, video games. We've already come pretty far compared to like even, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like we started off with like Pong pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And now we're like
VR.
VR and stuff. So like, what if that doesn't slow down in like another?
Probably
I
will.
don't think it will.
It'll probably
it'll keep going.
exponential.
Like, Elon Musk, he was even saying like, what if we get to the point where you can't distinguish, like between reality and then like virtual reality, and it all just like kind of like looks like real to you.
That's so
You
freaking
just
like
don't
that.
know.
I hate
So
that.
You could
and
be like
then-
in a sleep-like state while you're like
yeah,
in this
but like it's
simulation.
you're like in a game.
But you like, you don't.
Just
know.
whole lifetime could just be just one of
Yeah,
those right
just
now.
a simulation, I guess.
I
But
feel like that's already kind of happening for a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
it's like our lives are just so invested in technology. And
Mhm.
We're just like always like on something, you know.
the thing we got to get past now is like the whole consciousness idea, because like you could play a video game but like they're not going to have a consciousness obviously, but if they find out how to like give a character in a video game a consciousness, then like that could be like the whole start of like simulations and stuff like that, and we can make our own worlds that we simulate.
It's insane.
It's
Making
really
a
weird to think about.
consciousness would be pretty
Yeah.
godlike
I don't know if I wanna go
material
that
right
far.
there.
Yeah, we would have to advance quite a bit to do that, but I mean they have done some stuff. So scientists were able to put a computer virus in a physical strand of DNA.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's
What did it
insane.
do to the?
I
Do you
don't know
know?
exactly what it did, but just like the fact that they're able to like connect that is like
Yeah,
that's
that's
another reason
scary.
people are like, oh, we might be in a simulation.
Well, yeah, because viruses aren't living.
What? No, it's just a computer.
Yeah, it's
virus.
literally like
well,
I don't know.
that one was.
They're not considered living.
That happened in
They're
like
literally,
2017 too.
Right.
That was recent.
Yeah. That's crazy. And start mixing stuff like that. It's freaky. Well, like you were saying, like with the like if we develop like consciousness in like video games and stuff with like it would have to like AI would have to become far enough along, right, to be able to really power that.
Yeah,
AI
it
is
would-
like really scary.
Yeah, it is.
Like it could like
stuff
take
is
over.
Not okay.
Artificial intelligence.
Because like AI could like it thinks for itself.
That is
and, like,
almost giving it like a consciousness, I guess.
Yeah.
But like not.
It doesn't have that human-like
exactly.
consciousness. It's like
There's
it's more like a
difference.
programmed like numbers based.
Can you even replicate like a human consciousness? Now?
Yeah,
No,
I
I mean,
no,
you-
I
I'm
saw
sure you
I saw a
can,
video and it
but-
takes like a lot of like information to even do like 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you want to do a whole lifetime, then you'd have to have some very like advanced computers, like extremely advanced.
Way more advanced than we'll
Like the
probably
size
have
of-
anytime soon.
The sun
Yeah.
and shit.
What size of the sun?
On the video I saw it like
What?
encased a sun or like a star in like some computer type stuff and like ran off of that energy. And,
What?
it was very
the energy
very
of a star.
futuristic, but yeah.
Damn.
Let's see. Are there any more? Yes, there are. So another thing is the fact that the universe has like rules, like the speed of light is like the maximum speed, and there's like a absolute zero. I mean, you can't even really touch that, but like there's laws for stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
having 99 speed
Yeah,
in Madden.
it's just pretty much
Yeah, just a cap. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, but like people are saying that could just be the computer that we're in, like only runs.
Rendering.
Yeah, that's just
You
like
can't go
the
further.
RAM that we have or whatever. Like it's just
God.
not
Oh
advanced enough.
my goodness gracious.
It's a lot to think about.
And just like anything else in this world, it's possible.
It could be possible.
So.
And I guess it's impossible to prove that you're not in one, not in a
You
simulation,
wouldn't
because
know.
it would be simulated information.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, you just can't prove it.
Can't prove anything. Does anything even exist?
So like when we die,
God.
do we just like wake up and blitz and chips? Imagine, dude.
When I think about this, I always think about that Rick and Morty episode with the battery.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they create a whole civilization to power
Yeah.
his car battery.
Yeah, the
And,
flugel box.
Yeah, the
or
flugel
whatever.
box. Yeah. And it's just like obviously it wouldn't be exactly like that, but like it could be something similar to where we are in
Yeah.
that sort of scenario.
Like
we have a higher being
yeah.
kind of controlling.
Yeah, like MIB. Have you seen MIB? Like
I haven't.
they take our world and like they open up like a filing cabinet. It's like these huge aliens. They like open up like this filing cabinet and they just like drop our world, which is Earth, obviously, like this marble into it.
I've seen that.
Like, and they just got so many to play with. Like,
yeah, they're just like rolling. Like, aren't they like some squids or something?
yeah, they're like some
or
wicked weird thing.
octopus, something.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, yeah, and they're just like grabbing.
Right.
It's just a game to them.
Just messing with
Just
us.
a game.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
Oh man,
Yeah.
wouldn't you like to know that your life is just being a
simulation.
marble?
being a
We're just-
marble.
We're just part of a small part of a marble that an octopus is used.
Goddamn.
That's so
Oh,
terrifying.
God.
Weird.
Honestly, as long as it doesn't hurt me, I'm good with it.
There's like a ton of people. Like Elon Musk said, there's like a very, very slim chance we're not in a simulation.
A slim chance.
Yeah.
So like he
really thinks-
he's pretty convinced.
I
that
mean,
we're-
he
he's a
knows where
smart man.
technology
He
could
is.
head.
Yeah.
And
he,
if,
he knows what's up.
like, we could already be, like, obviously, like he was saying, we could be in one, but we could be like, oh, I want to choose to go to the year 2001 and be born, like we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like the people running the simulation, or the beings running the simulation, that would choose that kind of thing.
Well, we could be the ones running it.
Well, that wouldn't be us though. That wouldn't be.
Well, it wouldn't be
it wouldn't
us.
be our
us.
simulation.
Yeah.
If we make our own simulations of other things.
Yeah.
Like I think I read something that like we're trying to be able to simulate like early humans
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
their
God.
consciousness somehow. I don't know how it all works, obviously, because it's extremely advanced like computer stuff, and I'm not about that.
How would they
More
do
health
that?
science kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. We gotta get a computer expert on here.
Oh yeah.
If anyone's a computer expert out there and
Let us
wants to
know.
be on the show, help us out,
We'll do some
please.
Zoom.
Some technology stuff.
I'd love for
We gotta
my
get a
mind to be
technology
blown.
episode going.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah. Just imagine if our technology gets that advanced for like video games or like real life.
Dude, I don't know
Minecraft
if-
would be insane.
Minecraft.
I don't know what kind of life that would even be.
Minecraft would be
bro.
scary. If I
Seriously.
saw a creeper in real life,
That'd be
Yeah.
terrifying.
that
God.
and they'd probably make it look super creepy in the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course.
Oh, definitely.
Of course, it would be some
Oh,
messed up
jeez.
stuff.
Just about
Alright. I think there was one more thing that could be like a way that we haven't proved that it's a simulation. And that's the fact that if people if there was like a glitch in it and someone saw some crap that was like, holy crap, we're in a simulation, then they could just like kind of edit like what's in our brain and just
True.
kind of erase that part and like redo it.
Mhm.
So like,
copy and paste.
yeah. So if like something's not rendering or something,
Oh my
just see a
god.
hole in the earth.
Someone started glitching.
Uh-oh.
Have you guys seen like that video of like there's this guy walking down the street and there's like he's like, you cannot tell me this guy is real. And there's like this dude like running at him like a weird hat on. He's dressed all weird, and he's just like, it's like, you cannot tell me
glitching?
this is not a GTA created character right here. It's like some
So
weird
this man
dude
is
just like
in
walking
a
past. Like,
simulation.
there's no way this guy's like a real person. Like there's
It's
no
a video
way.
game.
Was he just like?
He was just so like weird. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just very odd. Like
Just acting weird.
it's like unexplainably like weird. I don't know.
like he was in a simulation.
Maybe he's just on crack. I don't know. Honestly.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
He probably thought he was in a video
Flocka. Flocka be hitting different.
Who knows, man?
That's another episode we gotta do, drugs.
Yeah, it's also like, if you think about it, like you know, people say like, oh, you're the main character or whatever. Like, what if it's like everything around you is fake? You're the only like real thing. Like,
yeah,
you're the only
everything
like,
looks,
actual person. Like,
looks and tastes and
Mm-hmm.
smells, all the senses. They all seem real, but in reality,
They're not. Yeah,
Just,
no, I saw there was like a huge thing about like your perception and like what you believe is true, and I don't know, it gets way too deep that I don't even understand like what the heck's happening. So that's why that's why I'm not talking about it.
leave that for the guy on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, most of our senses are honestly just how our mind interprets things.
That's true.
Like,
Color.
the way you smell something is not the way I smell something.
Right.
And like the way,
Same with
maybe
color.
even the way we see. A lot of
Mhm.
like seeing is interpretation.
Yeah,
it's not
like-
actually like what's there. Because like in your peripherals too, like it's pretty much just like it's just filling in information you can't really like see. It's just
Right.
kind of guessing.
Like this blue
Everyone interprets it differently.
could just look different.
Look like you're green.
Yeah, it could
exactly.
like to you, this could be my green,
Yeah.
but like we both know it as blue.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is blue.
And there's no way to test that because everyone's taught the same thing. Like, oh yeah, that is like blue, right? So
Well, the only thing I think is weird with that is like if you see, well, I think brown has like an exception because it's like all the colors combined.
Yeah.
I think there are.
Oh,
a few
I
things
thought that was black.
I thought it was white. Isn't white all the colors? And then black is like no color, isn't
I don't know. I'm not an art guy either.
Yeah.
I'll search it up.
We got an art person, any art people in there.
Looking for ideas here.
Oh well, I guess yeah. Well, if you're talking about the light spectrum, then
Yeah,
white
yeah,
is all the colors. But if you're talking about like
Like-
mixing colors, all of them would be like brown.
Brown. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, white
Gotcha.
light is a combination of all the colors in the color spectrum.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So we're getting good at making simulations, and we're getting even better. That's the headline here, and that's
yeah.
they made a pretty good point here that
Hey, Max.
okay, Max. I guess some people connected 8,000 computers and then simulated 350 million light years to like simulate the universe. So like
Whoa.
that's a pretty big simulation right there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So and that's just like the beginning. I mean, there's no consciousness in that, but
Would the universe be simulated too then? Like space?
I think
it could be.
It would be. I feel like it'd be a lot easier to simulate like the universe. Not that it's easy, but
I mean, yeah.
compared to like a bunch of people's different
Yeah.
thoughts
like,
and
yeah.
and
To like actually
Yeah.
know what people are thinking in a simulation, you would need crazy computers to do that.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't take too much to just make some
Well, they,
dots in the sky.
I mean, they had to connect 8,000 computers. It's a lot of.
that's a lot of computers.
Well, I'm saying in terms of what you were saying with the size of the sun and that energy.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's all theoretical. That would be some.
That'd be too much.
Bro, what if
Cheesy
the
technology.
computer that's running all this just like dies?
Then we die.
And you just
We're
disappear.
like the Sims for some higher dimensional beings right now.
Honestly, probably.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So
I don't
our-
know what I'm doing.
so
half
What if
the
you're
time,
not
so-
actually controlling what
Our
you're
thoughts
doing?
are not actually our thoughts. And we
Yeah,
just think they
exactly.
are.
Like, what if it's
They're
not,
just the
like,
options in the game.
Yeah.
like a higher being is controlling like what you're doing?
I
right
mean,
now.
we when we're playing, like, I mean, I've never played The Sims, but if you play The Sims, like, you're controlling a 2D world. So what if a fourth dimensional
3D.
is looking down
makes
on us
sense.
and controlling us like that?
Oh wow.
I think that's a pretty big
What-
part of the.
What would a
simulation
fourth
theory.
dimensional being even look like?
Freaking
I don't think it's
We
comprehensible.
wouldn't be able. It's
Ugly
like a,
as heck. That's how.
it's like a 2D object trying to see a 3D object. They wouldn't be able to see like the depth in it, so it would look really weird.
But I just don't know what other direction there could be. Like, it's
But we'll talk
Like,
more
it's
about
like-
dimensions and that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because
definitely
we
getting
can
that's
make a
very
whole
strange.
video on all the dimensions. That stuff's so interesting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. We'll definitely get that video idea brewing. We got a whole lot of stuff, guys. So
yeah.
whole
for
lot of
sure.
ideas, whole lot of everything coming up. So stay tuned.
Try to stay. Oh, do we mention why we didn't post?
Oh, right. So,
Might want to.
sorry about not posting last week. We've been trying to keep a nice schedule of uploading around Thursday or Friday. Record them a couple days before, kind of edit, you know.
That stuff.
But there was a little bit of a COVID scare at my work. Wanted to make sure I didn't have it, so.
But we're good.
Obviously, Logan didn't come over.
Yeah.
Jake is my brother, so he was here. But yeah, that's why we didn't upload last week.
We're back at it.
We're back.
Oh,
we're gonna be trying to get when you guys go to school, it's gonna be like kind of hard, but
it's gonna be tough. Yeah.
No, I could come up. I don't care.
I mean, yeah. Who knows if we're even going? But it's only like 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't mind driving if I need to on like a Wednesday night.
Set it up in the dorm.
That'd be kind of sick to be honest.
Pretty sick.
Probably get a good setup there.
Yeah. All right. So, are you guys good?
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, we need some comments.
Yeah.
We need
comment,
some questions for the next
subscribe.
one. What are we doing for the next one? We need to figure that out. I think.
Wait, is it? Someone's turn to choose one?
Are we going? My turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I chose oceans. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave it in the description or the comments.
Yeah.
I'll leave it in the comments.
We'll figure it out. It'll be in.
Yeah. By the time this is posted, I'll have it in the comments of what we're doing. So please
ask questions.
Ask questions. We want you guys' questions.
We'll
it helps us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys will learn some stuff.
Yeah. See what people are actually like interested in.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today, and we'll probably see you next week.
Peace.
We will.